Hey guys, I hope you all did well over the holiday season. To start off this vlog, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, such as me narrating certain parts because, I don't know, my game was just off during all of December. So here I am setting up the box wine, which is a tradition for me during the holiday season. I always get a box of wine because, you know, you just be drinking so much wine during December and January. You gotta save money. And I'm making a grilled cheese for Honey Bii and I with some real cheddar and some sourdough bread and just getting that ready as because, you know, a full glass of red wine and grilled cheese totally makes sense as a holiday dinner that is totally justifiable. It is feels like negative 16 degrees Celsius day, and I'm going to do a photo shoot with Liz. I'm just walking through the distillery district now to get there. And then I went to a photo shoot with my friend Liz and didn't film any of it or talk during it because it was honestly so fast and we are working so hard. There really was nothing to film. Then I went to her place and we made dinner together, which was so yummy and delicious. And I love that I live close with Liz again after a long time of not living close together. Good morning, everyone. Today is Honey Bii's birthday, so I'm going to wear a dress all day because we're in lockdown. So even though it's his birthday, we can't do anything because we're in a full lockdown in Toronto. So it's a little bit difficult. I think the only thing we really can do today is order Uber Eats. But I figured let's try at least to have the energy of a special day and put on a full face of makeup, look nice, and treat it like it is a special day, because that's what it is. I'm using this foundation, the Hera UV Mist Cushion, which is my first ever cushion foundation that I was obsessed with, and I'm still absolutely obsessed with it. It is so good, top favorite cushion to this day. And I don't know why I didn't use it for so long. I had this backup refill of this cushion and I just never refilled it, and it's just been sitting in my drawer, fully sealed, never used, for I don't even know, 4 years, which is sus because it's a tough situation because, as we all know, makeup does expire, but this was fully sealed, double sealed packaging, no air whatsoever touching it. So I was a little bit skeptical to crack it open and use it again just because of that fact. But I've been using it for the past 3 days straight and it has not made my face itchy. It hasn't broken me out. The color looks like the exact same as when I used to use it, and I think it's fine. So I don't even know if they still make this kind of cushion, but I'm using the shade N23. 23 in Korean cushions is always my color. It's generally the darkest shade, or it used to be the darkest shade way back in the day. Hopefully more Korean makeup brands have expanded their color selection, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, if you haven't tried the Hera UV Mist Cushion, you should. It is a holy grail cushion foundation of mine. So anyway, I'm just putting some makeup on, and then I'm gonna sit on the couch and give myself a neck massage with my massager because I have such a bad headache due to my neck today. I can't even think straight. It's not a headache, but it's you know when you have a pinched nerve in your neck and it just completely messes up, you can't think straight, you feel spacey, you're just kind of floating through your day with a dull ache. That's how I feel today, and I don't want to feel that way, so I'm gonna try to loosen up whatever nerve got pinched in my sleep. And then hopefully be able to film a video today. I don't know what video, but some video nonetheless. I always know when my neck is extra messed up because if I use this when I'm not having these neck and head problems, it doesn't really hurt. But when I use it when I am, it is so painful. And you can I literally can feel the knots in my neck when it rolls over them. It just kind of goes over. It's gross. We also went to Starbucks for his birthday to get a free Starbucks drink because they do that on your birthday. Apparently you get a free drink. So we went there, saw a police horse. It was pretty cool. Then we ordered sushi for his birthday. I didn't really film much of this day at all because it was his like birthday and you know, gotta treat him right. So I got a curtain rod from the dollar store because I just didn't have enough like leverage to support the wiring like I did at our previous place. It really drapes down and looks cheap. So I got a cheap curtain rod from the dollar store. It's so cheap. You can see like it's not a straight line because it doesn't like it's just so cheap. It's not very secure, but that's okay. Maybe at some point I can get a different beam that's more in line, but for now that looks a lot better. I feel like it's definitely a level up for sure, having it suspended above than drooping. And then I finally was able to hang my curtains in my office. I also finished decorating the Christmas tree, which really only took me an additional 20 minutes to put like a bunch of bulbs on. It took me like 2 weeks to get that done, but and then I supported the wire for the lamp, so it looks better. I mean, it still looks cheap, but it's a quick fix because your girl's not going to do any sort of wiring in a rental unit, even though they do have this right here, which is an area that supports putting in a chandelier system or central lighting, but there's no point. That's a lot of work. This is easier. Today's breakfast is some leftover sushi from last night, and I just made some homemade fried rice for the first time in years. Leftover rice that was already pre-cooked in my rice cooker, carrots, celery, broccoli, and Napa cabbage that's purple, some onion powder, ginger powder, a light splash of regular soy sauce, fish sauce, and sesame oil, and a little bit of sugar because I don't have mirin. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I was really excited because my new laptop that I ordered was supposed to arrive yesterday, but there was an issue because apparently the shipping company, USPS, didn't have confirmation that I paid the customs fee on that, which I paid 3 days prior to expected delivery. So I had to call them because there was no way of like getting in contact with them directly to the guy who was delivering it. So I had to call them, go to their brokerage person, and prove that I paid the customs. But I was so irritated because like I was really excited and had like the day available yesterday to set up a new laptop. So hopefully I don't have any more problems with that delivery because it's really like a laptop that expensive is something you don't really want to get lost in shipping. And my concern wasn't necessarily like, oh, I didn't get my package on time, how inconvenient and annoying. It's more so the worry about such an expensive thing having issues being delivered and the fear of it going missing. Because if it does go missing, then I'm out a few $1,000s, right? So it's not really something that I want to have issues with the shipment. I want it arrived safely, I want it arrived on time, and I don't want it to get lost in the chaos that is Christmas and holiday season deliveries. So fortunately, we got it resolved, and I'm hoping it should arrive today. Yeah, but otherwise, this fried rice is super delicious. I didn't measure anything, so I couldn't tell you the measurements, but it's so good. Also, I'm a little bit irritated because the past few days my cat has been leaving nuggets randomly around the house. And I don't know what he's eating. Like he's got to be eating like stray fabric that's on the ground, or like my hair on the ground from the move, because like he hasn't had this issue with his business for a while now. The last time he had this issue was because he had a string hanging out of his butt. But I don't see anything hanging out of his butt, but I did notice in his poo it looked a little like stringy, so he must be eating some sort of like random strings off the ground, or like my hair, because my hair's been falling out a lot lately, not gonna lie. Like there's giant clumps everywhere. But it's like, can you not? Because like I don't want to be finding nuggets around the house. And on another day, I started getting re-obsessed with this traditional wintertime Japanese soup recipe. I think it's honestly just called nabe. There's probably a proper word for this nabe, but essentially it's napa cabbage with bacon in between almost each leaf, boiled in a really simple sesame, fish sauce, dashi, sugar broth. Like, it's so easy. A little bit of ginger in there, garlic even, and then what you do is you take your napa cabbage with a little slice of that pork belly or lightly seasoned bacon, and you honestly just grab your rice with it. It's so freaking good. Oh my god, I need to make a recipe for this recipe to share with you guys. You'll love it. I'm obsessed. My boyfriend's obsessed. It's so good. One thing I started doing and offering to people as a service is personalized skincare recommendations based on skin concerns and stuff. So one of my friends is really looking into customizing and having a full-on skincare routine to help with her excessive dryness. So I told her to send me a photo of her bare face in front of the window, no skincare on whatsoever, and to also answer the following questions so I can customize a proper skincare routine for her based on her skin concerns and her skin type. So I'm just sitting here Googling photos of Caesaria's spaghetti carbonara that I used to eat way too frequently when I was living in Japan. And when I think about the fact that it's been almost 5 years, not only since I lived there, but since I ate their spaghetti carbonara, I get an immense wave of depression. Like, that was, aside from like tonkatsu at like family restaurants like Jonathan's or Gusto's, which I was so obsessed with when my roommate Kim and I would go to Japanese family restaurants like late at night. It was like one of my favorite memories. But like, honestly, I get this immense wave of depression and how much I miss eating those foods. Like, just like if and when I'm able, not even if, when I'm able to go back to Japan, because we were supposed to go right when COVID started, more or less. That was our trip, was booked for that. And then we were aiming to go in the summer, but that was a fail. COVID. But like, when I get to Japan again, the first thing I'm doing, as soon as I leave my luggage wherever I need to leave my luggage, I'm going to a Caesarea and I'm getting spaghetti carbonara ASAP. And I know most people would probably think, you're in Japan, eat Japanese food. You don't understand how good spaghetti carbonara is from Caesarea. Like, literally, I remember when I first arrived in Japan, Caesarea was one of the places my roommate Kim first took me to, and I didn't get it. Like, I was like, we're in Japan, why are we going to an Italian restaurant? And I so get it. Like, it took me maybe a month of being there, and I was like thinking to myself, can we just go to Caesarea? Like, it's so addicting. It's homemade gyoza for lunch. The weather these days is so completely unmotivating, but good news is apparently my new laptop is going to arrive today. It is officially 2 days late. I had to call the UPS people twice and ask what's happening because it was like a bunch of mix-ups, which is a bit scary with something so expensive, but nonetheless they said it's on the truck and out for delivery today. So once that arrives, I'll show you guys if it arrives. Otherwise, I can't believe it's already like the 21st of December. Like, where did December go? It flew by so fast. Like, I feel like we just moved in. And it's already, like, I'm not even fully, like, set up here. Like, for the most part we are, but I'm not, like, fully set up here. Yeah, but anyway, we just had some homemade dumplings, my go-to homemade dumpling recipe for lunch today. I will link that in the cards above and in the description box if you guys are interested to learn how I make my homemade dumplings. It's a very Japanese-inspired recipe. I don't really have an exact recipe that I followed because I kind of took bits and pieces from YouTube recipes that I watched from Japanese people and like kind of mixed them together to create something that I find I like. But basically this recipe, the only thing that's different from the video that I actually showed the recipe in is I added half the pork with half silken tofu. And I prefer that so much better. It's just juicier. And the meat is less dry, so I really prefer that over just like straight up ground pork or ground chicken. I like doing a 50-50 between half a brick of silken tofu and then half whatever small package of ground beef you want to use, such as chicken or pork. But yeah, anyway, update. I haven't really vlogged too much this week because the weather has been absolutely garbage. Like, it's been rainy, it's been overcast, it's been cold. And then I've been absolutely addicted to Genshin Impact, which I've been streaming and then not streaming. And literally, like, it was so hard for me to work this morning because all I wanted to do was play Genshin Impact so badly. Like, it's embarrassing. But anyway, my friend Liz wanted a custom skincare routine made for her, so I'm going to be doing that now. She gave me a little skin profile of what her skin is like, and I'm going to give my professional advice on what products I think she should incorporate into a routine to see results and improve her skin quality. Most of my recommendations are more frequently than not based off Korean skincare products because they really are leading in the skincare industry, and they're very innovative. You get results with a fraction of the cost compared to most Western brands. So I'm gonna do that now. I'll give you guys a little snapshot of what I end up picking out for her routine. And if you guys are ever curious and want a custom skincare routine made by me on my professional advice, as I am a skincare specialist by trade, I have over 8 years experience working in the field, doing this as my job, and also by doing it as passion on YouTube. So if you ever are interested and are curious where to start, how to build a proper skincare routine, what's going to be best for your skin, but you don't know what to pick, I can help you with that. I'll link down below so you can head on over and get a personalized skincare recommendation consult for you. Of course, this does not include the actual products. Like, I'm not going to purchase the products before you, but I'm going to create a routine and a list of products that I believe, based on my professional experience, would be helpful and work for you. So yeah. Anyway, that's what I'm gonna do now. We just got this organizational trolley from Amazon Basics to kind of extend our counter space for like this miscellaneous pens and whatnot that people usually have in their kitchen. Google Home thermostat thingy, which is just mostly a humidity reader, toaster, wine rack I don't know what to do with yet, and Flynn's food is underneath right there, and then a coffee machine, a wine bottle, and just whatever, so that it clears up a little more counter space on our kitchen. So beside the stove I'll have the kettle and the rice cooker. Sorry about the mess. And then over here we can have our little protein holder things and box wine, which is a December, January thing. My new laptop is here. Here it is. It's an Asus. Asus. Look at that. Pro Art Studio book. So much lighter than my current laptop, so much thinner. I can actually pick it up with one hand. So now I can bring it places without having to put it in a suitcase because it always would hurt my back. So back in the day, specifically when I was living overseas, like in Japan, I would often go out and edit places with friends and stuff and edit vlogs. And I didn't understand why the following day after going out to edit with people, I would have like the worst migraines all the time. And then after a few times of that happening, I realized it was because my laptop was so heavy and I would put it on my back or string it over in its case, and it would just put so much strain on my neck muscles that I would have like a 2-day headache with like neck pain after, which is insane. So eventually like I just stopped carrying it, and if I ever wanted to bring it anywhere, I would put it in my carry-on suitcase with wheels, so I would wheel it places instead, which was a good alternative, but it's not really realistic. So I ended up just never going out and editing with people or working on the go, simply because it wasn't worth the headache to bring an entire suitcase just so I can bring my laptop. And then like, oh, you want to work in a cafe with a friend, forget about it, because you're gonna have to bring an entire carry-on suitcase just because your laptop is so heavy. And I think I'm pretty sure my old laptop was just under 10 pounds. This one apparently is 4. So that's like half the weight right there. I mean, it's still heavy compared to like a notebook or like a MacBook Air, I think, like similarly PC or just notebooks or netbooks, I don't know, Chromebooks, I don't know. But like this isn't that, because this is like a really powerful laptop. And the reason why I ordered a laptop instead of going into a store and buying one is because here in Canada, unfortunately, there's not a lot of locations, both in person and online, that you can actually customize a laptop. The only websites I could find that give you the ability to customize a lot of options is like ones from the US. So I had to order this from a place that I've known about for probably 10 years. It's Exotic PC. It was the place where I originally wanted to order a laptop from before I got my last one. But I was living in Korea at the time, and in Korea I could get like a pretty decent laptop without having to customize it with intense specs. But yeah, I'm excited. So I'm going to fiddle around with this, try to transfer all my data over there, get it working, and I'm really stoked to use it. Hopefully there are no issues, because I know sometimes with new tech there can be like issues and whatnot. So hopefully everything is sound and working, and I can begin using it ASAP. Good morning, everyone. I just woke up, which is why I look like this. But today's the first day in I don't even know how long since the sun has come out, probably like almost a week. And it's so nice to have direct sunshine again and not overcast clouds. But anyway, it's a few days before Christmas. I can't believe how fast December went by. Like, what? How is it already like almost Christmas Eve? But anyway, today I have to work on setting up my new laptop. I had some issues getting it, which I had the exact same issues with my previous Asus, and basically it's a problem where you just like your audio doesn't work. Like your laptop will just say, or computer will just say like your audio device is unplugged, but your audio device is part of the laptop, so how could it be unplugged? Yeah, so I completely forgot I had this problem a lot with my first Asus when I got it. And one thing I didn't know, like it took me about 5 hours to problem solve this yesterday, is that it's not actually the laptop itself and the hardware, like the audio hardware itself. It is the graphics card, something that with NVIDIA graphics cards don't, like they have a default NVIDIA audio driver, and that audio driver is shite, and more often than not doesn't actually recognize your computer's hardware, audio hardware. So it took me a while to figure out that I just have to completely scrap the NVIDIA audio driver completely, because a lot of the websites were saying you just have to like change the driver to an older version, or you have to just keep updating and reinstalling it. And no, I just had to completely get rid of it. So if you ever buy an Asus laptop, and or are interested in buying an Asus laptop. They're amazing. There's this one problem, which is common with that brand of graphics card and the drivers that come with it. So I had to download Realtek audio drivers and just completely get rid of the NVIDIA audio driver, and that worked just fine. So yeah, it took me 5 hours. We got audio, so now I can proceed with setting up my laptop. Look at the lovely Christmas setup. You can't go inside anywhere because lockdown, but we are doing a little Christmas shop today for my boyfriend. He says all year he wants to spend my Optimum points, which is a point system here in Canada, through a lot of businesses, and I hoard them aggressively. I have $200 worth of points to spend. So for Christmas, I'm allowing him to spend my points on whatever, not all of them, on whatever he wants. So that's the plan.
And if they have chocolate,
So the Shoppers Drug Mart had nothing that he wanted, so now we're at H Mart. At what delicious Korean and Japanese food he wants to eat. You could get a nice roll. Get a roll. You could get sweet cake, sweet treats. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, it's a classic Taiwanese sandwich. So have a taste, don't you? I got creme brulee donut for us from a specialty Tim Hortons, and then a matcha latte. It did have a cute art on it, but we walked a bit and it disappeared.
oh, I got another string in there.
Look at that pudding in the middle with the vanilla bean. Man, when there's no snow on the ground, Canada is kind of ugly. I'm trying to have a Zoom call with my friend in Australia, and this is going on in the background. Like, what are you doing? He never comes in here unless someone is in here. It's like he doesn't want to use his cat tower unless someone can watch him on the cat tower, or he can watch people. Otherwise, he's never in here unless someone else is. Brown sugar boba ice cream bar. I'm excited. This is what dreams are made of. Video this. I'm cold.
Flip it over, would you?
Oh, it's good. I understand now. We can sit down and eat.
Let's go to the thingy first, because I see it's 7 and 8.
Oh yeah, we can go to the platform now.
Yeah, we can maybe just eat there.
Yeah. We are going home to my family's for Christmas Eve. And we're currently in Union Station. We made it to my home, and first thing I notice is our Christmas tree is half burnt out. Never happened in the history of our home. and like just half of it, like the bulbs are all black and stuff. But I don't know, that's a 2020 Christmas tree for you right there.
That's okay, because I've been like slowly drinking all day.
Yeah, me too. And we got mini as always. Everybody wants mini. Everybody wants mini. Oh, it's lady.
That was cute.
Sure.
No, I don't know what I'm talking about.
BiiBii.
No, like
I got this awesome robe for Christmas from my boyfriend, and I love it. I always wanted a white robe, but I never owned one, so here we are. We left Mr. Flynn alone for the first time for one night with no humans in the house, and he did so good. He did so good. Nothing was wrong. It's New Year's Eve, and because we're in a lockdown, there's no such thing as going out, bars or parties or get-togethers, so it's just me and Honey Boy inside tonight, so I figured we can make it a little special by doing a baked brie. We try not to have this too often because it's obviously so bad for you, but so good. I prefer my baked brie the sweet style and not savory, so I have some dates cut up, just 2 on top. Then I'm going to drizzle some maple syrup on it. You can use brown sugar, but I don't have any of that, so my alternative is going to be maple syrup. Then I got a baguette, a sesame baguette that I'm cutting up into somewhat thin slices, and some fig spread. This is like my favorite combo with, of course, wine. Sorry about this. This is the truth behind this scene. But yeah.
Oh my lord. Those almost look like little bacon nibs.
So it's New Year's Eve, 2020. I spent the day vacuuming, playing video games, cooking. I made some homemade kimchi dumplings, as you guys saw. And what else did I do? Laundry. And then I realized it's like 5 p.m. at night. I realized if I'm gonna be an influencer, I have to make a New Year's Eve post. So I put on a little bit of makeup, didn't even do my hair, just like threw it behind me so it looks like it's slicked back when it's not. And this is a real 2020 New Year's Eve. This time last year I was getting home from work, rushing to get ready for a party with the girls and a couple of guys, like my boyfriends, and then also someone else, I can't remember who it was. Going to a club, coming home early because I didn't feel good, and like, just compared to this year, this is not the worst New Year's Eve. Let me tell you, my worst New Year's Eve was the one in Australia. That was depressing AF. But this probably comes in second. Not depressing, just nothing to do. Like we're in a full-on lockdown. Like there's nothing to do, and this is so a 2020 New Year's Eve. So I hope all of you guys were responsible as well this New Year's. I could have hung out with a couple of girlfriends, but to be honest, I don't really see the point in it. It's not like it's Christmas, you know, where you want to at least see like your close-knit family and haven't like seen anyone else since, and you know, you social distance during that, or you did COVID test for that, or you know, no one has seen anyone else in that time being. So I hope everyone was responsible this New Year's Eve, and whatever get-togethers you did do during this day, I hope it was with people that are already in your social circle, so you're not putting anyone else at risk, because it's scary times right now. But yeah, so it's just me and my boyfriend tonight. We're gonna have some baked brie, chill at home, maybe we'll watch a movie. I'm kind of hoping for the Demon Slayer movie, but you know. So yeah, otherwise maybe video games. I mean, literally got dressed up for a photo. And that's it. I'm hoping that, you know, we can all do a little bit better this upcoming new year. And I hope that the world can all work hard to take the effort to get vaccinated so that we can all get back to our normal lives, because nobody's liking this right now. And the things that we can do to make this better is to get vaccinated, social distance, you know, isolate as much as possible, only hang out with people in our social circles, and stay safe, right? So like, I want to get back to normal. You know, we all wanted me to go to Japan this past year, and we were supposed to go twice, and both times didn't happen. So let's work hard and make it so that we can travel again, so that I can go to Japan and have a nice vacation and bring you guys along with me, and we can all just have fun again. Like, I don't like this life. I don't like lockdowns, back on and on. Lockdown, on and off, on and off, on and off, back and forth. I'm tired of it. I want to get back to normal, and I hope that this new year can bring us better times. I hope we can all get back to normal. I'm sick of it, tired of it, and I want to be able to travel. I miss these things. I want to move on with life. You know, I want my life to progress. I don't want the same sitting at home every day. Oh, is it safe to go out? Can I see people, or have they seen people I don't know yet? Can I see them if they've seen people that I don't personally know? You know, it's not worth it. So yeah, anyway, that's my wish for this new year. I'm not really one to make huge goals. I'm not really one to say I'm gonna achieve all these things next year, because that just opens up a door for disappointment. Like Japan, I'm gonna go to Japan this year. I said that twice and it never happened. So yeah, I think my only goals for this year is to work harder, try to stay motivated and be more motivated, take bigger steps towards my actual dreams and goals so that they can come true, and do what I can do in this unprecedented time to actually achieve the goals that are possible, because a lot of my goals are COVID dependent, and with this time I can't do the things I want to do because they're not allowed, such as going to Japan for a month or more, you know, just hanging out for a few months, right? It's like, that's totally possible, but not because of COVID. Anyway, that's my wish for you guys. Happy New Year. Let's all make 2021 a better year. Let's all work hard towards it, and I hope your goals and dreams for the new year can manifest and happen for you. Happy New Year. Thanks for supporting me throughout this year, you guys. I know it's been a weird one. It's been a lot of ups and downs, but thank you for sticking around with me. I will see you guys next week. Bye.